But that was actually a good session. Eight positions that I took, okay? And I only was trading for about 30 minutes. And then we had an 11% gain, basically. I mean, it was 8%. Technically, it was 8% because I got in on those low percent payout charts. But had I been at full 92%, that would have been a full 11%. It's really dangerous to do this in charts that are less than 80%. I like 92%. Okay, you're back. Alejandro, you missed it, man. So anyway, that chart turned into 50%, but I did win those 2 trades. I won the double cross and I won my other position. So it looks like my full percentage growth for that session was 8.5%. Would have been 11% had I been in the full 92% charts, but I wasn't paying attention. I was really zoned in on those on analysis, and I didn't see that it flipped to 50%. You can't do this makeup strategy that I'm doing. It's not a makeup strategy. You don't want to do this at 50% or 70%, even at 80%, because you have to, if you lose and win and lose and win or whatever, you want the 92% payout. So it's at least 80, 85, 88. Just try to get in the high payouts. Because as you can see, if I would change this payout to 80% and do the same thing I just did, I would only have made 7%, and you know, it's harder to get back. I guess it's fine. You're still gonna make some money, but at 92%, see, I would have made 11.5% almost. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4% more that you can make. So now we're gonna be setting our down at 131. So 131 is the new balance that I'm gonna start with on my next session. And so what I'm doing right now, no martingale. I'm using this sort of like video game sheet that I made, and it calculates based on your percentages and everything. It calculates everything you do based on your percentage. And I think I'm going to take this off. This actually gives it a little more. This allows you to step your trade up, which I don't think I'm going to end up doing. So I'm actually going to take this off because I made this chart be a little more complicated, so you could actually go to a tier 2, like you could raise your trade if you got in trouble. But at this point, I don't feel like that's safe. I feel like it's probably not going to work. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off this chart. This is the chart I'm prepping. I'm writing a book right now, and a lot of this stuff is going to be in the book. I'm glad that I'm taking my time writing the book because I keep finding more and more great strategies. Okay, so send me an update on your progress later. You'll be surprised since it's my last day of trading. Yeah, I should probably take a break on Sundays too. Yeah, dude, send me that, and then I'm trying to get with Todd. He's been building a haunted house for like a month in his yard. It's ridiculous, but if he can quit doing that, then he'll get back to trading. And then I think we'll be trading together over this week. So hopefully maybe you can come on the show this week, Alejandro. And right now, the biggest change I've made is I'm using this new strategy that is not martingaling, and it would be great to have some conversations, see where you're at. And this is the first. I was really supposed to start this new whole session thing on Monday, but I started thinking, well, I'm killing it in demo. Let's go try some live trades. So this was my session. Loss, win, win, loss, win, loss, win, win. All single trades. I'm not doing any double taps. I'm not doing any makeups because that is very dangerous when you're trading with 7%. I'm trading with 7% of my balance. Yeah, we have been using the martingale for like a year, and every time we just get into a little hiccup, we lose like a ton of money. So what we're doing now is I am doing no martingale. And like yesterday I had a session that was literally, I mean, because Todd he's more of a martingale guy. And yesterday, I will show you this real quick. I had a session, I think I sent it to him, and it was, well, I mean, this is another one you could look at. This was a session I did the other day. Let's see if we can get it open. And it's crazy because I was in there forever, you know? Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss. So I was going up from 6% gain, 5% gain, down to 1%, down to 4%, down to 2%, down to -2%, down to -3%. I got down to -10%, and I wasn't really worried. I just kept trading, hit this winning streak, and I got 15% gain. So that was a longer session, but that's what my sessions have been doing. I had a session the other day with 45 entries, 45 trades. And I came out with 10%. The thing I noticed is in demo, I've been perfecting my strategy. So I've been making some dumb trades. I say dumb demo trades. It's kind of what would happen if I did this, and that's caused me to get down a little bit in terms of my, so that's why I had a session with like 50 trades. In live though, this morning I did win, 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 win. I did 4 wins in a row. I killed it, and that was a live stream I did earlier. That's because I told myself, slow down, just think about it a little more, take more sure trades with the trends, stay away from the, like the trade I took today that was kind of stupid. I was kind of right at a support line and a resistance line, and I thought it was going to break it, so I went ahead and gambled on it. It was a loss. Had I just waited, I wouldn't have had that loss. I'm looking for charts that are in between support and resistance, like it's going up to support or going down to support, or it's heading up towards resistance, but it's got some way to move, and then I'm bouncing off that 5 second candle. I'm waiting for it to bounce in the wrong direction, then I take my 3-minute put. Anyway, I'm really excited about this method. I think it's gonna work, and I have your email, so maybe we can set up a couple nights next week that we could have you on the live stream. Then the week after that, I may be out of town for a couple days. I am going to be out of town for a few days, so I'm not going to trade for the end of next week. I'll trade all this week, and I'm hoping I'll make this chart right here is a killer chart. I should send this to you. This is the new stuff that I'm working on is good. This financial strategy, and I've been telling Todd this is the killer bomb, because you can start with $100 and you can go for a month getting just 10% a day. You'll end with $1,700. Then if you take $700 profit and then put $1,000 in the top line, you do that for a month, you end up with $17,000. And then you take $14,000 profit, put $3,000, leave $3,000 in, start at $3,000, do the same exact thing, you'll have $52,000. So I mean, dude, this is a killer strategy, and it blows up. It makes the next month, let's say you took out 40,000 but you left in 12,000, and I don't think you can go this far with it. If you took out 40,000 profit, left 12,000, and you would be at the end of the month, you'd have another $200,000. Yeah. So this right here, this chart is I'm cleaning up this chart and this chart. A lot of our charts were like, I had the double tap tear down, the 3-4 tie double tap. I was double tapping, triple tapping, doing 2.25 martingaling. I've been doing all of this different stuff, and financially it gets all ginked up. But this new strategy with no martingale for 10% growth gives massive income within a couple months. I mean, you're talking, you can take income from your first month. You can start from $100. You can even start from 50, I believe. Start from $50, and you'll have $800. Then you could say, okay, well, I'm going to start with 300. I'm going to take out a little bit. Now you have 5,000. Now I'm going to leave in 2,000. This is the next month. You leave in 2,000. And then you'd end with 34,000. So then you could say, oh, I'm going to take about 25,000. I'm going to leave 9,000 in, and then you're ending that month with 157,000. So I've thought this through with my dad, and we kind of thought, in the beginning, I was thinking, why don't we just double our account, then take out half, double it, take out half, and start with that. This is similar to that. I have several charts here. One's a 25% daily growth, and one is a 50% daily growth. These are fine. These are massive growth. But the problem I found with the 50 and the 25% daily growth, and I'm probably going to delete these. Let me go large. I'm probably going to delete those because it's hard to get a 50% daily growth. And I think if you're trying to get a 50% daily growth, then what happens is I feel like you could get in trouble with trading. In other words, trying to push. I've made 50% in a day, and in fact today I've made over 25%. Yeah. Okay. So you're at $10 trades. Tell me if you can, what percentage is that of your actual trading balance? Because that's going to be key in terms of the calculations I'm using here. So is it like 1%? Yeah. Well, I think that, dude, I think this could help. What percentage of that is that of your trading balance? Are you like at least, and you don't have to tell me the exact number. You could say, I wouldn't be doing more than 5 or 10% of your trading balance to do what I'm doing right here. That's why I'm asking you. Don't do more than, okay, it's 5%. Okay, so this is a perfect scenario. I mean, this is going to be, and you're making $10 trades. So what I think at 5%, it's totally safe. So on this chart, not that you have to use all my charts, but this helps me. So you're taking 5% of your trading balance, so 5%, and then your trade would be, so if you're like $100, so if you're like $100 trading balance, this is perfect, and then you're using 5% of your trading balance is $5. Okay, so that's what your trade amount is. My trade amount. Okay. Oh, am I not? You're not seeing all this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you are. Okay. So what I just did, and you can watch, a couple of the videos I did yesterday on this channel, not on the Fascinating channel, but on my channel here. It's this chart right here that, you're doing 10% growth. So you're starting at $100. So if you actually do this every day for 30 days, you'll have almost $2,000 in your trading balance by the end of the month. Okay. And then you could follow this brilliant plan that I made up. But this is what I would say. This has helped me a lot, because what I do is it's like a video game. I hate to say it like that, but it kind of is like a video game. So I literally keep this open like I was doing today. And if I win, I put OW, and I'm in payout. You can change the payout. You can change your starting trade. Percentage of your starting trade is 5%, and you put your starting balance. So you can change all that, and it'll calculate this for you. So here's what I've been doing to not freak out, because I was even afraid to come up here today and do live trading, because I've been doing so good in demo, and I'm like, okay, if I go up there and mess it up, I've just been working so hard on this, and I don't want to mess it up. And so what I do is I just play it like a video game. Here it is. I just win, and this is what I was telling Todd the other day. I win a trade. Okay, I'm good. And now I lose a trade. Oh, okay, I'm down to. It shows you where you're down. You're down negative 0.40 or whatever. Okay, and then you win a trade. Oh, okay, I'm back up to 4.2% gain. That's this column right here. So I guess this column should probably be like green or something. Make this column like, not green, because green is like, okay. So that's your percentage of change. And then it's like you lose a trade. Okay, now I'm down. You're really not losing money. You're only down 0.80%, which would be, you're down 80 cents. Okay, so it shows you your balance, current balance. So you're only down 80 cents. So if you win the next trade, then you're up $3.80. Okay. And then you can just keep doing this. And what I did is I went through and I just did some of my last trading sessions that I was doing and typed in my win-loss. That's why I made this chart, because I was trying to figure out, like, what if I don't martingale? What if I just do this? What if I do, like, I average, you've seen our YouTube channel. Sometimes we average, like this, okay? We win, lose, win, lose, win, win, lose, win, lose. Then we have win, win, win. We're like all excited. Then we lose. Then we have another winning streak, and we just keep going. And then we have lose, lose, lose. I was like, crap. Well, at that scenario, 20 trades in, you would still be up 15%, which doesn't seem like that's a lot. So perspective is a lot. It's like 15% growth is massive. Any financial plan that I've used, any martingale plan, if you can get 15% growth a day, you're going to be really, really rich if you compound that over like 3 months. So, and that shows with my growth thing here. I mean, just 10% of growth by day 20, your account balance, is up by massive. So what I did was take some of your old trading. You can have this chart. I'll send this to Telegram or through email. Actually, this is in the shared Google Doc in our inner circle. So I believe it's in the shared doc. Anyway, I'll send this to you. This is So just take some of your past sessions that you've been doing and just type them into this and realize like, oh, it's not that scary. In fact, if you do what I'm doing, you would stop as soon as you hit 10%. So you would be win, loss, win, loss, win, win. Okay, you're only right here, you're only 8% gain. So you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna keep going, loss. Okay, now I'm down, now I'm winning, I'm 8%. I lose, now I'm at 3%. Now I win, I'm at 7%. This next win, so your 11th trade, you're up 12.2%. You'd stop right there, done. So that is what I've done. I haven't really cared how long it's taken me or how many trades it's taken me. In order to get really, really down, you would have to lose. You'd have to just be losing your butt, to really lose a lot of money. And even at that, if you turned around and won, had a little winning streak, you would win it back. So the hardest thing for us to do has been to decide, when do you stop? You're 3 losses down. Stop then and just take a break or whatever. I've noticed that for me here, I haven't had to do that because I'm just going through, like, every win is its own thing. And I'm just watching kind of like a video game. And the other day I got down, let's say you had these losses. Okay. Let's say you had 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in a row, that you're down $15. That seems really scary when you're thinking about it, like in terms of, dollar trades or whatever. You're down a ton, but really you're not, because like then you win one, then you lose one, then you win another one. Now you're only down 7. Now you're only down 2. Now you're back down 7. See, you still right here at 16, you would hit a winning streak, and you would be at trade 17, you would hit your 10% growth goal. The only thing about this kind of trading method is the goal is important, because I feel like you could sit here all day and maybe like spin your wheels or stop. So once you hit your 11%, I think you should stop and, take a break, go do something, reset your balance up here. So you would reset your balance, call it a session. And then maybe in the afternoon you come back, you do it again. You start from this new session balance, like 120 or 115. And if you win another 10%, man, that's 20% growth a day. If you're hitting 20% growth a day, you're going to be very wealthy on binary options. So that's my advice for this, for not martingaling. I think I finally, after a year and a half, figured out how to not martingale and not lose your butt, because Todd keeps telling me, and I thought this for a long time. You're gonna just spin your wheels. You're never gonna make any money. You're always gonna be trying to make up trades that and it does feel like that when you're making dollar trades. It feels just like that. It feels like you never make any money, and you make $5 today, you lose $5 tomorrow, you make $5, or you. The problem with our other martingale system, and I'm going to write about this in my book, martingaling is fine. I mean, if people want to martingale, I'm not against it. I mean, it just has to do with how much money you have. And the problem with the martingale, when you're starting in a small account, you don't have a lot of money. So you don't have a lot of money. So what happens is, if you win like 5 trades in a row and you're doing great, but then you martingale and you lose 5 in a row, you lose like $100. You lose 100 times what you maybe would have won that day. So anyway, yeah, next week, I hope I can get Todd back on the live stream on our other channel, and I'm going to release the members thing. I'll send you an email though, because I think you're already in the inner circle. So you're going to be in there and you'll have all that stuff in there. I think we're going to grandfather in anybody that's already in the inner circle is just going to be in. So, which is going to be great. And then we're going to start doing a live Zoom sessions. Okay. So we actually are going to trade in a live Zoom session with no lag. So that's, if your account's less than $20, it's really bad. I think you're in the sweet spot right now. You're in the same spot I'm in. I'm going to use 7% of my account though. I'm going to use $7 because I thought 5 is good. 10 is too much, but I thought I'll just put it in the middle, and it seems to be working. I'm going to use $7 trades, 7%, and I'm going to try to stick with 92% payouts, and I'm going to not martingale at all and just play the game. I'm going to play the 10% gain game. Really, the reason I chose 7 is because 2 wins in a row, or 2 net wins, 2 wins would give you your 10%. So if you do $5 trades, you're only going to win like $4.50. So you could make your goal for the day like 8%. Like my goal is to win 8%, because that's really like 2 trades. Some days you'll win 12, some days you win 11, some days you win 13. But if you stop at 8%, then you just have to have a stopping point. That's the key. All right, so I'm going to all right, that's the end of this live stream. Make sure if you're new to the channel, subscribe to this channel and to the fascinating world of binaryoptions.com. Also go and join the Inner Circle trading live trading group. It's a signals group, but it's not just signals. We're actually going to be trading live. You're actually going to see my screen just like this. Not just doing signals like, hey, take this trade, take that trade. We're going to actually be in there making money, showing exactly what's happening on the screen. It's not just going to be a robot sending you a signal or somebody just saying, hey, take a call on OddCat or whatever. This is much more sort of an advanced way to do signals. So it's kind of, I'm struggling to call it a signals thing. God bless Alejandro, man. We'll see you after the weekend's over. And I'll see you guys. Make sure you go to